Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Monday. Yesterday, we had highs back in the mid to upper 70s, and we're back in the 80s today and tomorrow. We'll have mostly cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but some late day sun. So this cloud cover is not going to keep us on the cool side today. It is still going to be a very warm day, and it's going to be a very windy day, especially by the afternoon. That combined with the lack of recent rainfall and the low humidity values will give us an elevated fire danger threat, mainly for our southwestern communities, but be very aware that even though it's just for that region, everyone is going to be in the fire danger threat to begin the week because of the strong wind. So no outdoor burning no matter where you are in northeast Kansas. In fact, many counties have a burn ban in place over the next several days too, so just don't do any burning. It's going to be very, very difficult to get these fires under control. Look at this. We're talking about wind gusts near 40 to 45 miles per hour in our southern communities. Otherwise, 25 to 35 for most areas, and it doesn't let up tonight. Most of the time, winds diminish at night. Not going to be the case tonight. It's going to continue to stay windy, and in fact, it's going to be very, very windy tomorrow, even windier. 45 to 50 miles per hour can't be ruled out for your Tuesday, and we'll continue with the strong winds even into Wednesday, but with rain moving back into the area. As I mentioned, mostly cloudy skies for the majority of the day. We might be able to sneak in a little bit of sun for the last hour or two of before sunset. Otherwise, we'll have generally mostly clear skies tonight and increasing clouds for tomorrow. So we'll call it partly cloudy skies. I think there might be a little bit more sun compared to today for tomorrow, but slightly cooler. We'll usher in a slightly cooler air mass in the area. Still, it's going to be very, very warm once again. And then we'll be keeping an eye on a chance for rain Wednesday. There's a very small chance there might be some rain Tuesday night. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. This model keeps it dry until closer to about 8, 9 o'clock, with north central Kansas starting to get some light rain developing around that time. And we'll continue to really start to increase, especially in the afternoon, both in the coverage and the intensity of the rainfall as it continues to work its way through the area as we head into Wednesday afternoon into the early evening hours. You'll notice that most of the rain is going to be gone by about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and that'll set us up with dry conditions just in time for Halloween on Thursday. But how much rain can we receive for Wednesday into Wednesday evening? Here's a look at what some of our computer models are indicating. So just some minor differences here and there. There is certainly going to be some locally heavy rainfall, and there could be a few strong to severe storms as well. Taking a look at our severe weather outlooks, you'll notice that with a hail and wind risk that we'll be keeping an eye on tomorrow overnight, if any storms develop before 7 a.m. on Wednesday. That's only if, and we're talking after midnight most likely. So tomorrow evening should be dry. Windy and warm, of course, but dry. And then Wednesday, we'll keep an eye on that better risk for severe weather in the afternoon and evening. Can we get a few strong storms in the morning with some of the storms? Sure, especially if storms do develop late tomorrow night. But that's a conditional risk. I'm most concerned about Wednesday afternoon. Otherwise, you'll notice that we're in the 80s today and tomorrow, down in the 70s Wednesday, but we may be ushering in some cooler temperatures once that rain begins, especially for our northwestern communities where your temperatures for much of the afternoon may only be in the 60s, perhaps 50s. So that's going to be a detail that we'll have to keep an eye on. Sunshine on Halloween Day, 60 for the high, which means temperatures dropping to the 50s and perhaps 40s in a few spots for those trick-or-treaters in the evening hours, and then staying in the 60s for the first day of November. Looks like it's going to be a rainy weekend, which that rain may continue into Monday. So obviously that's going to be important for those football games. Washburn and Emporia State Saturday, and the Chiefs game on Monday. Of course, don't forget Sunday, we go back to standard time. So we gain an extra hour's sleep over the weekend. How much rain can we get between the two storm systems, Wednesday and the weekend and Monday? Look at the European model, and several inches worth of rainfall. That is much, much needed. Hopefully not all at once for flooding problems. I don't think that will be the case the way it looks right now, but definitely something that we'll monitor. And then the GFS, just a little bit less rain, but at least some meaningful rainfall moving into the areas. So no surprise that our 6 to 10 day outlook shows wetter than normal probabilities, as we could be looking at that rain, of course, continuing potentially into next Tuesday and Wednesday, at least one of those 2 days. And then it continues with wetter than normal conditions in the 8 to 14 day outlook too. So we're at least getting opportunities and some better chances for rain to return to the area as we end the month of October and to begin November. Temperature-wise, I still don't expect anything considerably cool. Of course, remember last Halloween was very, very cold. In fact, the last 4 days of October last year, we had an average high temperature of 42. The average high temperature of the last 4 days this year, if this forecast holds with these temperatures, 81. A huge difference by about 40 degrees. Wow. And by the way, we'll be near record territory this afternoon. 85. 1927 is the record. I'm going 86. Of course, it's going to depend on the extent of cloud cover, but again, I don't think the cloud cover should have a huge impact on our temperatures today or tomorrow. Still in the 80s. But watch out for those winds and no outdoor burning. Have a great day, and we'll keep you updated on the storms for Wednesday and Wednesday night, and then again over the weekend throughout the week.